What is up, guys and girls? Welcome to another episode of the Nonsense Review. I'm your host, as always, Devon, and joining me equally as always is Rick.
And hello, everyone.
Alrighty, so Rick's probably back from the States right now, but he's not currently in the location where we can easily record. That doesn't sound sinister. So, we're doing another in hand today, guys.
Yes. Today we're going to be doing The Earth Guy. It's something that was on YouTube that was brought to my attention. And, hopefully it's a fun one.
By a person called Animated.
However, as you normally would say, because we don't know what the week is going to be like, we are going to borrow a section from the retrospective, and that's the Nonsense Asinine Hypotheticals. And do you have one for me this week?
Yeah, so Rick does this thing where sometimes he thinks I've not done the bit yet because I've just not gotten to a natural point of it, so he steals the bit from me.
Yes.
My question is, you get to ask God for a single favour. We'll just pretend God exists for the sake of this question. He can fulfil pretty much anything. Actually, no, you get to ask him a question and he has to answer it entirely honestly. What is the question that you ask?
Ooh.
So you can't ask for a physical thing, but you can ask a question and he will be obligated to answer it. And yes, in this scenario, he's a man, because I can't be asked to gender God. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, well, I'm always tempted to go for the Stephen Fry question of bone cancer in children. How dare you?
That's not a question, that's an accusation.
Yeah, it's an accusation rather than anything else. I guess the question would probably be something along the lines of why was it so difficult to keep faith when everything was just... It seems like there was a lot of dogma and it feels like there should have been a rules patch quite a lot. Why were you not able to intervene and update the scriptures to something that would be acceptable in modern times?
But what would you do with the answer? What would you do with the answer to that? That's what I want to know.
Well, you can't do anything with the answer because you're probably dead by then, aren't you?
No, the implication is that the question is asked right now, this second.
Oh, okay. Well, there's nothing I could really ask that would have an effect if I got the correct answer anyway.
I don't know. What's the cure for cancer?
Well, okay. Well, what's he going to give me?
If he gives you a formula, find a scientist that won't stab you in the back.
Yeah, got a list of compounds, and I'm going to remember that.
But yeah, Rick, do you have a question for me?
Yeah, my one for you. It's a bit of a simple one. What's something that you're retroactively glad that you missed out on?
I don't know. I don't feel like I really missed out on anything, is the thing. Things I didn't... Rick, I grew up poor, you know this, so
sure.
I just got very used to, at a young age, that I can't have that thing, I'm going to move on with my life. So I never kept track of the thing.
It could be as simple as something that you went on the ball with it when it was new, and then it became, pointless to try and keep up with it.
I don't know. I guess Crazy Bones, but they were never a thing, and I couldn't even afford Crazy Bones, I had to steal them.
Ah. Was that like Boglins, but bones?
I don't know what a boglin is, Rick, so let's just move on before both of us make fools of ourselves. What about you? What's your answer?
Yeah, mine's probably Game of Thrones. It's still there. It's still out there in the wild. You can just start watching it. But if I started watching the live action version, I would probably want to watch all of it. And by all accounts, it fell off real hard after they ran out of material.
Fell off real hard before they ran out of material. Is the actual fucking tragedy of the whole thing. Because people like to forget that both... I like Game of Thrones, guys. Sorry. People like to forget that D&D, Dumb and Dumber, actually straight up didn't want to adapt the whole thing. They just wanted to adapt it up until the Red Wedding. But that's season 3.
Sure.
And then they just kept going. And here's the thing, right, is I will stick up for them a little bit because those first 3 seasons are actually pretty good adaptations. Yes, they changed a few things, but they kind of had to. But the more they went on, the more they changed more things because they knew better than everybody. And the final nail in the coffin is, you got to bear in mind, HBO knew that Game of Thrones was popular. They were like, we will give you as many seasons and as much money as you need because this just keeps raking it in. And they went, no, we're going to finish it at season 8 because we want to go do Star Wars.
Yep. And that's the only reason they finished, it seems.
That seems to be the main reason why they rushed it, at the very least. Now, don't get me wrong, I think it doesn't matter how much attention and care they took with the final season or seasons. I think it was always going to be doomed the moment George R.R. Martin got outpaced. I think D&D are actually very decent and very competent at doing adaptations, because those first 3 seasons are actually pretty good. However, it's become abundantly clear that whenever they do even remotely try to tackle something on their own, they are shit. Anyway, that's going in the rant book. What are we doing today, Rick?
Yeah, today we are doing The Earth Guy. And if you'd like to join along with us at home, it's on YouTube. 3, 2, 1, and go.
Yes, Anina presents. It's probably Anina, not Anina, but whatever. I wasn't expecting it to look like that.
Yeah, this is a bit more rough than the other indie animations that we've done recently.
Oh, cool. Is this based on the CD we sent to space?
Maybe so.
Oh, it's a fake. This is a video game, isn't it? Yeah.
He seems like he's playing Civ.
Doesn't look like Civ, but okay. Oh, maybe it is.
Some kind of settler game.
When is this set that he's playing off a CD?
He's both streaming and playing on a CD-ROM. I suppose that would be a benefit of hoodies, that you protect your headphones from getting ripped off your head and nicked.
I suppose. Alright, you know what? I'm getting such Newgrounds vibes from this animation.
Yeah, totally. Absolutely, absolutely.
I don't mean that as an insult. Newgrounds used to be the shit.
It's where Ego Raptor got his start.
Fair. Also, only plays.
Hmm.
But also, let's not beat around the bush. Meat and Fuck existed on that platform.
Yeah.
I love that. Shitting on a fucking video of a video game while putting in a fucking what the fuck is that called?
Yeah.
Dakimakura. Oh, it's okay. It's okay when it's boy love. It's not okay when it's a schoolgirl, apparently.
Yep. Like specifically Hatsune Miku.
Shush now. I thought it was going to be... But first, a word from our sponsors. Have you played Raid Shadow Legends?
Glasswire. See exactly what your network is happening on Glasswire. Also, Sherry's Berries. Get some berries delivered to your house.
Raid should I make... I can't make the joke because you poo-pooed me last time, so I'll keep quiet, but... Yeah. I understand the wants and desires to have a time capsule go off into space because, you know, there's a good chance that lives forever. Most certainly outlives you.
Oh yes, definitely. Like, as matter it will outlive you. As a form of media, almost certainly not, because like it will degrade quicker than it can possibly get to anyone that can possibly invent something to read it with.
But it's also like, sending off CD-ROMs and USB drives into space does seem a bit silly for that reason, because there's no guarantee that if there is alien life, and by that I mean cultured, advanced alien life, chances are they won't be able to fucking use it. You'd have to reverse engineer shit, potentially. Man, I remember back in the day when 1,500 words seemed like a lot, and now it's like, I can fucking bullshit that out in an hour.
Yep. Yeah, they got streaming and WhatsApp, but also CD-ROMs.
I think it was a DVD, actually, because it was... it seemed as if he was recording the stream specifically to put in the capsule, which is still weird, because a USB stick would be easier.
It would have been. Actually, I think a CD is actually the kind of thing that you can more plausibly invent something for, whereas USB is actually, you know...
I'm sorry, that's the most until he ran up to the ceiling, that was a perfectly reasonable reaction.
Close the curtain. Scream. Open it up again. Continue screaming.
Don't fool it. Yeah, I saw that coming. Yeah. Twats and their phones.
No!
Alright, that was a fun gag.
The An Boon Choi problem. He forgot his phone now.
Prepare the anal probe. God damn, that is a terrifying prospect. How can they have an auto-translator for a language they don't necessarily know anything about yet?
I think it's more for his benefit.
Yeah, but I meant, like, do they already understand every single language on Earth? Because I doubt it.
Well, they've gotten his CD, haven't they?
Yeah, cool. That's a very small amount of the English language.
If you've got a good AI, you can extrapolate.
Oh, fuck off, can you?
I'm not Kanye.
Eating someone's means two things.
Yep.
Do you see that furry on the left?
I mean, she's furry enough.
Hey, welcome to the MCs.
Yeah. Some of which have sound effects, other ones don't.
Don't worry about it. You see that collector-looking motherfucker if he had a goth face?
Yes.
There's extravagant, and then there's that.
Yeah, like... Yeah, there's the super furry. So yeah, enter the entire drama course.
There's the super furry. The fucking wolf.
Yeah, the green one.
No, it was just a grey wolf. It was just a wolf. It was just a normal furry.
Okay.
Fuck that. Just walking through walls because they're doors, but not really.
Hmm.
Never mind the fact that uranium is super poisonous to humans.
I mean, you can eat some and it'll give you enough energy for the rest of your life.
Okay, very funny, Rick. Very funny. Fuck off, Vilgax. Look at this bitch. Sorry, that was mean, but you know.
She looks like Dollar Store Callie.
I guess a little bit. Yeah, I can't be asked to teach you today. Go watch the video.
That was the best day at school though, wasn't it? Like when you
Best
when
day
you
at
had a
school,
teacher who
worst
couldn't
day
be
at
asked that
college.
day. Oh yeah. Like at college, you're paying for it.
I like that. I like how main protagonists can just got randomly selected. He has no influence over Earth politics.
Yeah.
This creature is unreasonably adorable.
I know, right?
I can
mean,
promise
part of
you.
it is her voice, but yeah.
I was going to say, I promise you, Earth is not defenseless. If anything, we are probably one of the more warlike races in almost every setting.
Oh yes.
Even in Mass Effect, where it's just like, you're newcomers, you suck. Yeah, but we kicked the fucking Turians' ass to a standstill, and we just used Glocks.
Yeah.
Imagine if we had the same tech.
Yeah. I mean, I think the Krogan are a cautionary tale of...
But the big problem with the Krogan wasn't so much their warlike nature, so much as the fact that, yes, they're warlike, but also they breed like motherfuckers.
Yes.
Hence, the genophage solved most of the problems. However, many an ethical question is posed.
That sounded like Ruby.
A little bit. Yeah, I think if I was introduced to a new school and all they saw was a montage of all of my moments on the podcast, I'd be like, fuck. They know I want to fuck a shark.
I'm trying to think, what's the most embarrassing thing that I was going to shag? Probably Lapras.
Alright, chill the fuck out. I'm from bubblefuck nowhere, don't blame me.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like fucking Alphano.
It does.
That's great. Fuck everyone else. Can I shake you without burning? Only one way to find out, bro.
Damned if I know. Yeah.
Why is everybody hitting on me? That's a Vegeta joke, right?
I think it is, yeah.
Or was it Piccolo? Fuck, I can't remember.
Well, Piccolo's probably the one that would be more annoyed about it because, he's a completely non-sexual being.
Yeah. Oh, the creator voiced the cute alien.
Probably explains why that the alien is their profile picture on YouTube.
The alien on YouTube, the alien they've got seems to be just a bunny in a suit and with two eyes. So
okay, apparently I looked at the wrong time.
Yeah, very small cast and crew on this. So fair enough. But yes, that was pretty good. What did you think?
Yeah, it had heart. I liked it. I liked the. I think you not hit the nail on the head when you said it reminds us a lot of the Newgrounds days of animation, and in a good way. So that's the feel that I got and the feel that I enjoyed. How about you?
It was fun. It was so weirdly nostalgic with the. Never mistake what I say. When I say basic, I don't mean bad. I feel like the animation was basic, but I feel like that was to its credit.
Yeah, I feel you.
It allowed the creator to play around a bit with character designs, because I don't think that fire dude would have worked if you went for a bit more of a realistic style. I feel like it lends itself to a bit more of a mismatch of character design.
Yeah, definitely. You can see a sliding scale of character design, not so much quality, but level of detail. Different ones are from different planets, and different planets have different art styles, it seems.
Yeah, everyone certainly looked distinct, and the voice cast did very well. Everyone more or less nailed their part. It looked pretty polished, especially considering how few people worked on it, at least according to the credits.
Yeah.
So yeah, as we learned, this is actually relatively new. It only got uploaded about a month ago, so as of recording at least. So we're probably not getting more anytime soon, but I'm certainly going to toss them a subscribe and check this out down the line, because it's interesting, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And as we speak, I'm hitting that subscribe button.
So I guess that all that leaves us to do is our usual wind down. So first and foremost, Rick, what was your favourite moment?
I think it was probably the back-to-back over-the-top dramatic introductions.
Yeah, when everyone was actually flying in.
Yeah, everyone flying in, introducing themselves as they were told to, apparently. But yeah, how about you? What was your favourite moment?
I think we just described two moments. When I said flying in, I meant their actual entrances on the ships, whereas you said introducing themselves, so I assume you mean the actual in the classroom.
Yeah, I meant the flying in on the ships and, like, doing backflips and all that shit.
Oh, okay, that's what you meant. Okay, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I don't really know. It's one of the oftentimes annoying things with the short of episodes we watch is everything kind of blends together.
Yeah, totally.
I think my favourite joke was certainly the hypocrisy of the girl in charge of the time capsule putting in her boy love drawing but not letting in Dakimura of Hitsune Miku.
Yeah.
Her degeneracy is okay. Everyone else's is bad.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's a fucking time capsule. Chances are no one's going to see it. Obviously they did in this case, but you know.
Yep.
But yes, that leaves us with our weakest link, Rick. Do you have one?
The only weakest link that I can think of is a narrative one, and that Neil is now completely cut off from home when he could have just had his phone if he'd have kept hold of it better, and like he's now cut off from his only friend that we know of on Earth.
I fucking defy you to get abducted by aliens and not panic throw something.
It's going to be a shoe.
Okay, but if you already have your phone in your hand...
Yeah.
You got to bear in mind, the reason why the phone got dislodged is because he fell off the edge of the building, so he let go of the phone while falling, so he wasn't even being abducted at the time.
Yeah, in fact, being abducted probably saved him from, breaking his neck.
Well, it did, yeah. It's one of those where if the alien ship wasn't there in the first place, he wouldn't have gone up to the roof, so it's all swings and roundabouts in that regard.
But yeah, I think the actual weakest link is that he's now cut off from his old only friend, as it were. Like, it's less sad when a character goes to another world having no friends than if they had one friend and left them behind.
If you say so, man. Like, they were barely in the show, so I don't think there's any real attachment, at least as viewers.
Sure. I'm assuming we're not meant to have an attachment because, the characters that are on the splash screen are the ones that we're meant to care about.
Also, the main character himself did not for one moment dwell on the fact that he left his old life behind. He's not even thinking about that.
No. How about you? What was your weakest link?
Again, given the size of the team, I feel like it's unfair to criticise it, but I must point it out. It's not the smoothest. The animations are a bit jank, but I say that with love because, again, a lot of the old school Newgrounds animations were a bit jank because it's one dude working on it.
Yeah, but I think it adds to the handmade charm,
If you say so, I still think it's a weakest link, and I think it will turn off a fair amount of people.
Sure.
Unfairly so, because, again, I do genuinely mean this whenever I say it. I don't think people realise how fucking hard animation is.
Yeah, totally.
It's one thing to draw, it's another thing to draw and then animate what you've drawn.
Mm-hmm.
Let's wrap this up, shall we, in the best way possible. We're going to give out our MVP awards. Rick, who's getting it?
I'm giving it to Anina and the whole team. Just generally, the crew.
I feel like it's cheating to give it to everyone.
Okay, I'm giving it to Anina's character of, I forget the name of the little Cyclops fennec fox, Ms. Lundy.
Okay, I wouldn't describe it as a fox, but I kind of see it.
Looks like a little Cyclops fennec, because, she drew my attention every time she was on screen, and then, it turns out that she was voiced by the main creator, Anina. But yes, how about you? Who is your MVP?
Yeah, I'm going to give it to Animamates because, as they put in the description, they worked hard on this. It shows. It really does.
Yeah.
It feels a bit bare bones, but again, considering the size of the team and considering how much effort they had to pour into this, I get it, and I don't feel it's right to slag it off for that.
Sure.
I'm eager to see more.
Absolutely.
I will say I am always a bit more hesitant with school settings because it is a generic setting, and I feel like I should bring that up because I didn't bring it up with the Olympic Gods thing we did because that was a similar deal, and I gave lackadaisy shit for being set in prohibition times, and that's been done less than schools.
Yeah, I mean, school is something that everyone has been to, unless you were homeschooled, in which case you got an even worse experience.
Yeah, you got homeschooled and you had a crush on teacher.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no. And on that, we're going to wrap it up today, guys. Thanks for watching as always. Next week, we will almost definitely be recording to a normal schedule, so look forward to that. Until then, you've got the comment section down below if you want to talk to us. Alternatively, if you're watching via not YouTube, but listening instead, you can send us an email at
nonsensereviewuk@gmail.com. Once again, that is nonsensereviewuk@gmail.com.
Absolutely. We look forward to hearing from you. We hope you enjoyed. And as always, you're our favourite people. See you next week, guys.
Bye.